charge.
When he stopped here and was
Baby.
That's how I go.
I think so.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
And we also want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program.
Mm-hmm.
As such, the views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carefesta Radio. 99 Jams is ownership, management, affiliates, or sponsors, or even any other partners. So, yeah, that's that on that. What's good, Q?
It is Monday.
Motivational, money-making Monday.
Yes, let's go get that money. Motivate your tail to get out the bed.
Get on out that bed.
Right.
So put it in the chat. What's your word for the week? What's your motivational Monday word of the week? What you plan on getting done? What you plan on, how you plan on showing up this week? Give me
I got a few more journals left.
What's your word for the week?
Your word. I got a few journals left.
Okay.
If you want to rechange your mindset, hey.
So journaling.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Buy one.
That's right. I got mine.
Yeah.
I got May 1st. I'm gonna start.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Friday. Yeah,
that's Friday. Because new month, 30 days.
People been telling me different days when they're gonna start.
Okay.
My cleaning lady was like, she's doing a fast with the church, and she's gonna start the first day of the fast.
Okay.
For her. Yeah, people got different times when they want to start. It's yours. It's your journey. But I want to hear back, like, the feedback from it.
What it do? What the biggest is?
How you liked it?
Fasting. All right, that's good to hear that other people are doing fast. Because sometimes you don't hear about too many people fasting.
Yeah,
I think praying, but you don't hear fasting.
Really?
I mean, I don't hear except for like Lent. I think I hear about the Lent fast.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that.
But
I don't hear about like a lot of Christians fasting.
Really? But I guess it's nothing that you like talk about. Because it's something personal with you and the Lord.
True.
So like if you might, and then when you start to speak it, then temptation start to come in too. Sometimes like if you like, I'm on this fast, y'all, don't it kind of make it draw out a little bit?
No,
like,
just make you more accountable.
Okay.
It's just accountability. It ain't temptation, it's accountability.
Okay.
That's all it is.
It is because
you're gonna be tempted if you're gonna be tempted.
Yeah, but you ever know, like,
not,
okay, so you never got a perm.
No, I got an S-curl.
Okay, so like a perm, your head don't itch, and the day you say, "Oh, I'm going to get a perm," because you can't scratch your hair.
Yes.
It seemed like your head start to itch.
That's when you
got to do all this other stuff. But so once you speaking, everything like started to aggravate. Like I ain't finna eat chicken. Then all you see is chicken.
Yeah, awareness. The awareness does have an impact, so I give you that.
That's it. But no, it's accountability. So yeah.
No, but you're right. It is something that's between you and the Lord. I had a Ramadan moment during this Ramadan. And working from home and whatnot. And so I went into the kitchen, had like a little snack on the thing, and I grabbed it, and I was like, I'm finna just do this. I'm like, man. But then I sat and I said, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this to myself. And it was, but in that moment, it was like just me and the Lord.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, I ain't gonna do it.
Good job.
And I felt so good.
I know you did.
I felt so good, but I was close. And I was like, I had then got the napkin, had then got the little thing, and I sat and I'm like, no, what are you doing?
Don't do it.
Don't do it to yourself.
Right.
Yeah, this is for you.
It is.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself. And it was just me and the Lord, and we made it through. So yeah, shout out to me. Yeah.
But, shout out to you. Like anyways, because you do the notes over here. People don't realize you keep it organized, right?
That.
Yeah. So we can't do what we do, and I show up. But you make it so easy.
I appreciate that.
So if I've never told you thank you and tell you that I appreciate what you do for the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Amen.
I do.
Right on. And likewise, because it be days where I don't want to come, but I know you gonna be here. Because if ain't nobody else gonna be here, you gonna be here.
Thank you.
And it's like I can't let you down. I don't look, the accountability is real.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Thank y'all. And thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all who watch, who come, who show up, who get the notifications, who have liked, who shared, subscribed. Those who send stars, YouTube, Charlie Funk, we appreciate you. Miss Eva, I know you be at work listening.
Because Charlie is really responsible for our YouTube.
Yeah.
Charlie, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
Is that you're because once you started hopping on YouTube, everybody started coming.
Yeah,
we
got
Australia.
Yeah. Checking in.
We got the KKK on there. We got a little bit of everything.
The KKK. We had UK in there.
Yeah.
I also appreciate you, Tiff.
Yes.
Definitely consistent. Good morning, happy Monday, all of the things. Like Miss Teresa, it's so many people. My wife,
Miss Eva, you be. We could go on. We need to have
air production.
We really need to have like a Tampa Bay Breakfast Club ceremony, like award ceremony.
Okay, I hear that. Help us plan it.
Yeah, you say help her plan it.
Help us.
Oh, I thought you said her.
us. Oh yeah, you take the point, and I'll support you with that. Right on. So I saw this was this thing about this lady. It was 18 years later. They said 18 years later, mother denied parole after tragedy during Katrina. I posted it on my page and got a lot of reactions. Thank you. I appreciate that, Charlie Funk. Say we love y'all. So it's 18 years later. Mother denied parole. So here's what happened. A Louisiana mother, Tiffany Woods, she was denied parole after spending 18 years in prison. Back in 2005, during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, Woods says she ran out of baby formula while displaced and struggling to survive. In desperation, she fed her premature 5-month-old son cow's milk. Tragically, the child later passed away. In 2008, both she and the child's father were convicted and sentenced to, get this, life in prison.
That's ridiculous.
Now, nearly 2 decades later, her request for parole has been denied, meaning she will have to wait another 5 years before she tries again.
That's just that right there.
Yeah.
That right there is sad.
Yeah.
And this is what I have a problem with the system. Mm-hmm. Just because you can charge somebody with something, even if they didn't do it, just because the evidence can make you do it, you shouldn't.
Yeah, that's
you know,
like you use discretion and understand.
And the system is made to bam people up.
Yeah.
Right. And that right there. So she did not feed her child. She gave the child something, and then the baby still passed away. So if she wouldn't have gave the baby any milk, now
it's neglect or something.
It's just crazy. Like, to sit and think that like the system is so crooked like that, that they will go ahead and do something. You know, it's sad.
Yeah,
it is very, very sad.
Like Tiffany says, she was desperate and it wasn't intentional. People do much worse for less.
They do. Yeah. I mean, the system, like the way that the system is set up, like people can do real crimes and get away with it.
Yeah.
And then
something like this. So it says that this wasn't a normal situation. The families were displaced. Resources were scarce. Emergency systems had failed many people. And she was making a decision from survival mode. And she was not in a stable place. Her 4 other children have grown up in foster care. One tragedy turned into like a generational impact for this one thing. Good morning, Super Dave. Appreciate you, man. And we're talking about this mom and dad who was sentenced to life in prison. In the aftermath of Katrina, they ended up giving the baby, premature 5-month-old baby, they gave the baby cow's milk because she didn't have any formula. And then the baby ended up passing away.
And she probably did not think that was going to kill her baby.
Of course
I know she didn't think that was going to kill her baby.
No.
Her baby screaming, hollering. She trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And there you go. And now
cow's milk, which, and the way they say it, cow's milk.
But that's not the milk out.
Yeah.
That's
most people drink.
Everybody.
Milk.
Yeah, they didn't just say whole milk.
She gave the baby cow's milk.
And you see how they change it just to fit the narrative.
The got milk, you know, that whole commercial and ad, they say, oh, she gave the baby cow's milk. And
the system is crooked, and depending on who is on the other side of it, will justify it, and it's just not right. I'm so sick of the system. Like, and I do believe that people need to be protected, right?
Yeah.
But there is things that you need to do. There should be guidelines.
Right, absolutely. And then they said, like, to your point, the criminal justice system, definitely there. How you treat mothers in crisis. This was a disaster response failure. And then we talk about...
And it was Katrina.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had nothing.
Yeah.
So what she was going to find?
Documentaries on the impact of what happened with Katrina. And it's, like, where would you find it? And so... I mean, do you even think this was a crime at this point?
No, it wasn't a crime.
Yeah.
It wasn't a crime then, and it's not a crime now.
Yeah.
They didn't find her baby beat, bruised, and all this thrown away. The fact, and if she wouldn't have gave the baby anything, and she died, and the baby died from hunger, she'll probably be in prison for that too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this too. This just came up for me too, right? You talk about the system and the way our mindset shift. Why didn't she breastfeed the baby?
I thought about that, but she might have didn't have no milk.
Okay.
Some people some people breast milk.
At 5 months, at a 5-month-old.
And if she hadn't, like, if she'd been breastfeeding, the milk may have dried up already.
Okay.
And then the baby might have refused the breast milk too.
Yeah.
You know, because that happens.
They have to latch on and
do all the little stuff. So it is a lot. So
because once they get used to the bottle and all of that stuff, I guess it's a different.
And if that's not a party, like if that's not nothing you do, you don't go to it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Like that, yeah. But I was just thinking, like, you know, why didn't she think to, okay, here you go. Let me just pop this out. get some of this, and then when we
for
get
to life sentence.
Yeah, life sentence. And then she's done 18 years off of the life sentence.
And she had 4 other children whose life is probably like dismantled.
Say they grew up in foster care.
And we know that's not always the safest place for them either.
No. Just, I mean, we had Victoria Scott. She came on. She was talking about her foster care experience and just all of the things that she went through. And so just imagine you got 4 other children that's dealing with that.
Going through that. And then just think, now they're breeding hateful children, because just think, those 4 children now hate the system.
Yeah.
They see how they did their mother and their father.
Yeah.
And now they're going to be the same ones that's probably bucking the system, doing it. And now you're setting up 4 other people that possibly can be going to prison too, because they don't respect authority. They don't see a healthy balance between it, because they don't think authority respect people.
Right. Yeah, that's a failure all the way around.
It is.
And just a terrible situation, sad situation. And
what Benjamin Crump at when we need him over there?
That's a good question.
Where is where are they at?
Where the Warriors at
for that one, because they really need to
injustice. Yeah, because I mean, this is a mother who was in a desperate situation, made a decision that you wouldn't think that would, be life changing, and she ended up
and the fact that now
the father,
and now you have to wait 5 more. So you got to do 5 more years. Before you can even appeal.
Yeah. Before you come back to another round of
appeal.
Because you got a life sentence. And so I guess they're only doing parole hearings every 5 years.
That's crazy.
So 18, 21, 20 to be 23 years in before she can have another hearing to discuss whether or not, she should be able to come home. And that's the difference between punishment and justice, right? Like, they want to punish her, but what's more of a punishment than your child dying?
And even in the system, I think when you do something wrong, you should be punished, right? Or you should.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I said the difference between punishment and justice.
Okay, there should be justice.
Yeah.
Let me say that. There should be justice. You want justice. You want somebody.
This is not justice. Yeah.
No, the system is not set up listen. I wanted to be a lawyer because of this.
Yeah. It's still time. It's still time.
It is.
You can still do it.
I know.
You can still do it.
I'll be like a 50-year-old coming in.
Yeah, coming in with lived experience. And
that is true. I really could still go in there and do it.
Yeah.
Because the criminal system is just not. And the hatred that people have for Black people is real.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the hatred that the system has for Black people is real.
We're gonna talk about that. Go ahead. Too, because there's while we in Louisiana, we talking about what's happening in Louisiana. There was a brother, and we'll probably won't have time to fully discuss it, but there was a brother. He spent nearly 30 years wrongfully in prison. Right. He was released, exonerated after 30 years on the wrongful imprisonment. And then he ran to be the clerk of the criminal court. And he won by 68% of the vote in New Orleans. Now, before he can be sworn in, the Louisiana Senate Republicans have voted to eliminate the position that he was elected to be in.
They don't like Black folks. They don't
Let me tell you about exactly how it happened.
I heard prosecutors say, like, if they don't take this plea, we're gonna stick it to them.
No, I was in that situation.
I'm gonna give them life. I'm gonna give for small minor things. Just because your ego is bruised, or you feel like what I say go, or you done, because we know that in our society that there's a lot more added to what people do other than them just acting out.
That's Shabazz's story. And we could talk about that too. Rakisha's dad.
Okay, we gotta take a break, so we'll come back.
Yeah.
It's 8:00. We're gonna talk about Meg the Stallion, slut shaming women.
All right.
We gotta ask Qiana. We got
would you rather somebody took a shot at Trump, or allegedly.
Listen, and we're gonna talk about Trump.
Who's in charge of the shooters?
Trump.
So
Trump is in charge of them.
We got to take a break.
So we got to take a break. We'll be back. Tag a friend, tell a friend.
But it's going to be up. So make sure that you stick around. We'll be right back.
Is here to stay, and there are literally 2 countries in the world who know a thing or two about drones. It's Ukraine and Russia, so it's in the West's best interests to learn from Ukraine as soon as
Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just a rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. With that that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day. Fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together.
Must stand
All
together.
together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United,
stand
we shall
together.
rise.
Fighting for
And you fight for me
till our race is done.
till we see God.
United we must
United, we will rise. Clap with me. Clap.
God, we
Clap,
are
yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
G beat on the track,
Every
man, and I
day,
mean this is from the
fight
heart.
for peace, not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing my dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling at war with heat, I point the finger at the devil boy for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day. Fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
Killed when Israel.
Oh yeah, just like that.
Guess what?
We back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We back. We back. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
Now you know. And the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, statements expressed by host, guest, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Baby.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And so before the break, we were talking about what's happening in Louisiana. And the Louisiana criminal justice system is Louisianian, I guess. If
That
you say it
Florida justice system, you could
Yeah,
you could just
Louisiana.
kind of go down the line and see.
Yeah.
Like, and we talk about it too. Like, even revolutionaries get life sentences
Oh yeah.
where somebody else that killed somebody on purpose
Yeah.
get to come home.
Yeah.
And you'll see people do bare minimum stuff, but let's say they had a background,
Mm-hmm.
then the system will ban them and make them menace to societies for something, for stealing a piece of candy.
Yep.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
or go. It's just crazy.
Well, they do stuff like this. You have a woman who was in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have any formula. She gave the baby cow milk. That's what they said. Gave the baby some cow milk. Baby ended up passing away tragically. They gave the mother and the father life in prison for this. She did 18 years, came up for parole, and they denied her parole. Also in Louisiana, we was talking about this for the break, and I want to talk about it, tell y'all about it now. So it's the headline is from wrongful conviction to elected office, and then the job gets eliminated. That's the headline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went from a wrongful conviction to elected office, and then the job got eliminated. So here's the story. Calvin Duncan, he's a man who spent nearly 30 years wrongfully in prison. He was recently elected to the Orleans Parish Clerk of the Criminal Court, winning about 68% of the vote. That, you would consider that a landslide.
Yes.
Not even close, right?
Yeah.
68%. So almost 7 out of 10 people said, yeah, this is our dude. We want him to be in office. But now, before he can even be sworn in, the Louisiana Senate Republicans have voted to eliminate the position entirely, saying it's part of a broader effort to streamline the court system in New Orleans. Critics, however, say that the move raises serious concerns about overturning the will of the voters. So here's the story. So he was wrongfully convicted. He spent decades in prison and then became an advocate for others after he got released. Then he comes home, earns the trust of the voters, wins the election decisively with a clear mandate from the people. The lawmakers, again, basically are voting to eliminate this position. And what they're saying is that, so you have the criminal court clerk, and then there's a civil court clerk. He won to be the criminal court clerk. What they're doing is they're merging the two courts.
I bet you they are.
So now criminal and civil will be one court.
Which don't need to be.
Or the position will have one clerk.
Which then will be overwhelming. And then that means that you're not going to get back with people and you're going to be complaining. And this is why they separated it. But what they do see is the power of the people. And so since he is an organizer, right, because he organized people to get out there and vote for him. Right. And people believe in him. So if he won by 68%, he got people who didn't vote before. Yeah. He got the criminals that don't believe in the justice system to come out there and do it. And this is what happened when people say, I don't vote. Because when I vote, we make a change and then y'all try to come and snatch it from us. But this is why you still need to vote.
Still go out.
Because we need to get those crooked people out of office. Yeah,
and it's crazy. So y'all let us know. Here's the question. If voters choose someone for a position, should lawmakers have the power to eliminate that position afterwards?
No, not at that term. They shouldn't. Because if you put the position out, right? Yeah. And now, and what is the justification?
So, because if he would have lost and the other person would have won, do you think that they still would have done?
No, and you let because you knew prior to them if there was a budget or something like that. Yeah. And so you let everybody go vote, get him in office, and by the way, we just looked at the books and we can't afford it.
We changing this. We're gonna roll this over into a different department.
Horrible.
And so, they're looking to eliminate it. It raises big questions about democracy and voter power, criminal justice reform. And again, we passed it in 2018 here, voting rights restoration for returning citizens, second chances. And so when we talk about second chances, this guy is like a picture of what a second chance looked like. And really, a first chance, because he was wrongfully convicted.
You're right.
That's why he's out. He did 30 years on something that he didn't do.
And that's a lot of time.
And then they found out that he didn't do it. He was exonerated, came home, got his life together, ran for office to make a change based upon his lived experience. And then the Senate Republicans in Louisiana said, you know what? Nah, we getting rid of that position.
Louisiana is horrible.
Yeah.
So they sentencing people 18 life sentences for trying to survive through Hurricane Katrina. The mother gave her 5-month-old cows regular milk,
the baby regular milk
because she didn't have formula. During this tragic thing, they give her and the father life in prison. She done spent 18 years and then denied her parole, and now she has to wait another 5 years. This is Louisiana now.
Louisiana, that's what they do.
And then you have somebody who did exactly what they were supposed to do, got the votes, and now you want to eliminate the position.
Yeah. Do you think this is about improving the system, or do you think it's really about blocking someone from power?
Blocking?
Yeah.
Blocking.
They're not trying to improve the system?
No, because if you have somebody in there that believe in the people, that life sentence that lady got will then start fighting from the inside.
Yeah. So callers, let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think that this move in Louisiana to eliminate the position that the brother won fair and square in a landslide, do you think it's about improving the system, or do you think it's really about blocking the brother from power? Let us know. Put it in the chat. Also, $20 minimum wage. This was in California. They warned that it would wreck the economy and it would have horrible consequences. But so far, they're saying that they've been wrong out there in California.
Okay.
So they said that when California raised the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 an hour, many economists warned that it would lead to job losses, higher prices, businesses shutting down, etc. But months later, some economists are now saying those predictions haven't really played out, at least not yet. Instead, the early reports are suggesting that workers are earning more, of course, because they, got $20 an hour. Job losses haven't been as severe as they expected, and the economy hasn't collapsed the way critics feared. The consensus beforehand, critics said that businesses would cut jobs, prices would skyrocket, small business would struggle. But what they're seeing so far is that employment hasn't dropped significantly. Wage increases are actually helping workers keep up with these rising costs, and the impact of these is more mixed and complex than they predicted. But it's still early, and the long-term effects are not really known. So if the minimum wage went up here to $20 or to where you live, or wherever you're watching from, do you think it would help, or do you think that the high prices would cancel it out? That's the question that they want to know. Do you think that raising the minimum wage to $20 an hour would actually be helpful, or would these high prices and cost of everything cancel out the raise that you just got?
It would help, but I think it's going to cancel itself out too. Because you see, as minimum wage goes up, everything else goes up, right? You used to have 99-cent burgers, and now they give you like some specials.
I remember they was 50 cents one time.
Right. Remember that?
Age.
Yeah. No, I remember when they was 50 cents too.
I remember I used to roll pennies and ride my bike, take a roll of pennies
and go be able to
get me a hamburger. Yeah.
You would love for it to be, because $20 minimum wage here, $20 an hour here would definitely help people out, especially with how high everything is. But greed is greed. And when you make $20, they're going to say, oh, you make more so we can get more.
Which is crazy.
Because you can't afford where we at right now. You're trying to get it so that people can afford. But the system is set up so that they want you to struggle. They want you to struggle. They want to have this story. In my mind, they want to have this story where you have absentee parents in the household so that you can blame the criminal system, get people into the criminal system and be able to blame somebody and then criminalize the people that's trying to make it out.
Right. And that's the thing, though. Like, the people aren't really asking to try and get rich. You're just trying to live. You're just trying to make it through.
And then you're mad when somebody's stealing something to feed their family.
Yeah.
Right. So
and then he says it creates inflation and then stagflation. I'd love to hear more about what stagflation is. And
call us,
what that impact is. Yeah. Call us, the number. But stagflation. But I mean, it's just interesting because that was the argument. I remember, again, same thing here, Fight for 15. I remember when we started the campaign in like 2012, and everybody said we was crazy. $15 an hour was like ridiculous. Because
we were like at 7.
Yeah, it was like 8. It was $8. Because I remember one of the chants we used to say, we can't survive on 805. Like that was one of our, marching chants. So $8.05, we were advocating 15. In 2020, I want to say, is when it was passed, either 2020 or 2021. They passed it to do a gradually increase. And so it was like $1 a year for 5 years. So it went to 10 immediately, and then it went to $1 a year for 5 years. 2026 is the 5th year. And so September of this year is when the minimum wage will be $15 an hour in Florida. But I mean, we still seeing people struggling. Yubi, that's you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. So inflation is when the cost of living is so high that you can't afford to live, and stagflation is when the cost of living is so high and the jobs isn't. It's basically what we're going through right now. When you increase wages so high, maybe this employer could employ, let's say, 15 people, but now I got to pay them this price. So now 7 of these people finna go home because I can't afford to pay all 15 of y'all, but I can pay 7 of y'all. So 7 of y'all finna be without a job. So it seems as though it's going everything good. Those 7 people doing good, but everybody else is out of a job. And as it goes higher and higher, that's why you look around at the restaurants right now, you'll see they running on what's known as a skeleton crew. You look at now, it ain't that many people. The Wendy's around here, a lot of they closing down because they can't afford to stay open and make a profit and pay everybody. So what happens is they cut the jobs because there's no profit margin. Some of those spots in California, like even San Francisco now, if you steal anything under $1,000, the police ain't coming. Crime is rampant.
Wow.
Los Angeles has the largest homeless population in the nation. You go down the Skid Row, it's like almost 6, 7, 8,000 people homeless.
And
with $20.
That's connected to the minimum wage increase?
Yes, because what happened is they increased the minimum wage. So what happened is they can only hire so many people. So instead of, let's say if we was paying $10 an hour, it could be 2 people working in there. But since we're paying $20 an hour, one person got to do 2 jobs, and one person got to go home.
I hear that. I hear that.
So that's the issue.
And I appreciate that. Thank you for calling.
That makes a lot of sense because I had a business owner tell me that too.
That they can't afford. But here's the thing. This is when we start having the conversation about people over profit, right? But because I don't think that they're not making a profit. I think they're just not making the margins that they want to make.
But you got to think
you're still making a profit, but you ain't making like these profits that you
for
your shareholders.
No, okay, let's take major corporations out.
Yeah.
Let's take your friend businesses that's here.
Sure.
That's trying to survive. You got rent, you got insurance, you have all this other stuff. Plus you got your bills that because you want to be able to you started this business so you could provide for your family. Right. And now you in there and like, okay, yeah, I can hire 10 people for $10.
Okay.
Right. That's still giving me some room that I can pay myself and I can pay you. Now the minimum wage go up to 20. So now again, I got to cut. I can hire 10. Like he just said, now I got to cut it down to 5. Just to be able to still take a paycheck home for myself.
So you providing less quality service? Does that impact you?
It does, because just think the longer lines.
Okay.
We see it.
Okay.
We go to restaurants, you got 3 servers in there instead of 15. Like Walmart is a good example. They can afford. Right, because they make it.
Corporate,
but you look at that, you go in there, you only have 2 people that have a register open, and you have the self checkout.
So they replaced the $10 an hour worker
with a machine that they went ahead and let you go. And you know how I feel about self checkout
because that's somebody's job,
right?
So what about the case for like this saying, okay, well, it's $15 or $20 is the minimum wage now. That means that there's more people who have disposable income that can come and shop with you, because right now they might not have been able to come and shop with you because they was only making 10. Now they're making 20 and they can come. Now they got more money to go spend.
But what about the people who lost their job because they kept the exceptional ones and the mediocre did?
But if that's the minimum wage everywhere, then now you go and find a job somewhere else.
But
they're
again,
still getting that amount.
But again, it's limited. They're not hiring as many people because now you got to shell out more. And just think about it. Not only is the minimum wage now $20, if you're at a full-time place, you got to offer them insurance.
Okay.
Health insurance. And so that benefits also come in because the employer also have to pay a bulk of that for you as well.
Like, what do people say? So Miss Teresa, she says the increasing price of goods and services aren't solely based on the cost of paying employees. I unite with that, Miss Teresa, because you got tariffs and all of this other stuff that's happening now, which they said they got to refund the money from some of those tariffs too. That's another story.
Wait for it.
Right. And then wait for that, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to see it. And then Janet Michelle, high cost of living will cancel it out. We need livable wages pegged to inflation. When corporate America declared war on workers, thanks to the Powell memo, it's been a wrap for workers. I want to read the Powell memo. Send that to us, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club at Gmail, so we can explore that Powell memo. UB also says, and the prices have to increase. UB, no, because it causes businesses to shut down. And so I guess that's the point about the being able to go get another job. You can't get a job if the businesses aren't able to
if they can't
be sustainable.
Like It's just like real, because people think just because you own a business that you're making money. Like, or in promote, like people think if I have a packed out show or something like that, that I like made all this profit. You don't know the behind the scenes and all the work that happens and all the other moving pieces that you got to pay. So when you're sitting up there saying like, hey, unless you become the business owner and know the stresses of it, it's hard for you to put yourself in their shoes a lot of time.
I hear that. And then as we talk about business owner, talking about people making money and these money-making opportunities, I saw this thing that the FTC is targeting Coach Stormy. So Stormy, and shout out to Aaron McFarley. I saw Aaron had some commentary on this. And in the Black Money Movement. And so her commentary caused me to like go and research like who this was and what this story was. So thank you again, you know, just our peeps, right? And so Coach Stormy, the question they was asking, was it motivation or manipulation? So the Federal Trade Commission has filed a lawsuit against motivational speaker and entrepreneur Stormy Wellington. Put it in the chat. Put a thumbs up if you know who Stormy Wellington is. Let us know. Put it in the chat. Do you know who Stormy Wellington is, or Coach Stormy? Have you heard of her? Put a thumbs up or something in the chat that let us know. But anyway, the FTC alleges that her business practices connected to her coaching programs and multi-level marketing may have misled consumers about the potential earnings and success. Stormy has built a large following, especially among Black women, promoting financial independence, entrepreneurship, and personal empowerment. Her brand focuses on motivation, mindset, and wealth building. She's known for having high energy events and coaching programs that are tied to MLM-style business models. The FTC is claiming that the income potential may have been overstated. So she's basically saying that you're going to make more than what you can actually make. Some participants may not have earned what was promised. I don't see how you can blame her for that. But business practices may not have been fully transparent. And it's important, they said these are allegations and not final rulings. But let's pause for a second and talk about this, right? Because, you know, you having the rise of coaches, you got a lot of these online gurus and all of this stuff. I'm going to
say, forget all of this.
Yeah, help me.
All right. Mary Kay been doing this for years. Okay.
Okay.
Mary Kay, they tell you that you can get your pink Cadillac. Been telling everybody, you want your pink Cadillac, come to Mary Kay.
Okay.
And most people don't reach.
I don't see a whole lot of pink Cadillacs
around here.
Yeah, I remember one or two.
Yeah. But those are real deal hustlers.
Okay.
Like when you go into the insurance company.
Okay.
They tell you have ultimate potential.
Yeah, it's up to. You can make up to.
Whatever. Yeah. But it's a part of your hustle and your grind. You can give everybody the tools, but if they're not getting up there using it, it's not going to be no good.
Yeah.
When you go into these kind of businesses like that, what she does, the Ponzi schemes, they're basically kind of saying.
But I mean, see, the way I understand a Ponzi scheme is different from multi-level marketing, right? And
I guess same thing to me. Tomato, tomato.
Talk about that. it's a difference. All right, so Carla, Carla, what's on your mind? It's motivation Monday. What's good?
Good morning. Good
morning, Miss Davis.
I heard that about Stormy.
Okay.
And I don't like it because at the end of the day, marketing is marketing. And people grasped to her because they knew she was a marketing tactic, right?
Okay.
They utilized her business for what she does. If it didn't work for them, that means that they didn't do what they were supposed to do as their business model. Okay. Because a lot of people forget, like, it's not just me as a marketing person working on your business, is you working on your business as well.
Right.
So if you're not following the strategic plan, then you're not looking for your guaranteed results.
I hear that.
There shouldn't be an exact dollar amount linked to it, because you never know what it is.
Right.
And it could take 3, 6, 9, a year, 2 years to take off. But who's to know that until, you know, people elevate. So with that being said, I don't understand how they can sit there and sue a marketing person if you paid them to do, you know what I'm saying, paid them to elevate you. Your business is out there. They did their job. You just got to do yours. Like, it's not just sit back and, oh, let me see what they can do for me. No, it's you guys work together in the plan that she gave you so it can prosper.
Right on.
There you go.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Right. Thank you for that. And she said, how can they sue? I think one of the reasons that they said in the lawsuit was that she was overstating what people can make. And then like she wasn't making the money that she was saying she was making either. And so she was
sounds like Trump to me.
So she was doing he getting it on the back end. But she was basically they were saying that she was kind of putting out this image that she was living a lifestyle that she really wasn't living. And people was not buying into, like, it basically saying it wasn't real, and they was buying into this illusion. And so I guess the question that came up was like, are people being empowered or are they being sold a dream? And they were saying for the most part, she was selling people dreams and not really empowering people in the way that what Ms. Davis was saying. But y'all call in, let us know. Have you ever invested in a program or a coach or an opportunity that didn't live up to the promise?
I have.
And what did you learn from that?
It was me.
Okay.
Like,
bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
like,
it was you.
It was me.
Yeah,
like when you go,
had nothing to do with the program.
Like the thing. So this is about. Okay, y'all know I don't have 50 million jobs. Anything I thought I wanted to do, I just tried it.
Yeah.
Right. And then I be like, this ain't really for me, or it is for me. But when you go into like any kind of selling job, the one thing is you have to believe in the product.
Okay.
If you don't believe in the product, it's hard for you to sell it.
Yeah.
Because it's not natural. And so now you're fighting. But if you believe in the product, you don't feel like you're selling. You're offering somebody.
And I'm thinking about so many things that I have been. So I remember, so like Melaleuca was one of them.
Yeah.
Like that was, and I like those products. I was getting those. The thing with the shakes, the powder mix where you lose weight.
Yeah.
That was a thing that people were selling one time. I was seeing so many of these things.
That's what I'm saying. And they work till they don't work no more. And then like
I went to a meeting. The dude was talking about selling the stuff for people with ailments and disabilities.
Yeah.
Like the you know, the shoes that you put on when your feet swell up.
Yeah.
The knee braces. And all that. You're like, what is, you can make a lot of money selling knee braces to people who got injuries. And I'm like, okay, sound good, but I just couldn't see myself doing
because
that.
you don't.
And it looked like he was doing pretty good
because he believed in it. So like he would find people that because his
like
enthusiasm,
you know, them chairs and
his enthusiasm
thing,
and all that other stuff, he was able to get it. But if you don't really if you're not invested into the product itself, it's hard for you to constantly go out there and sell something that you don't necessarily you haven't bought into, right?
Yeah. So do you think that it's just designed for a few people to win big, or like is it really designed for everybody to be able to make that kind of money?
I think that anybody can make that type of money, but you got to have that hustle.
Okay.
Right. And if you don't, so you got to have that hustle and you got to have charisma. Like, okay, everybody. So the tax, let's talk about, I see the tax business, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You see that everybody now
That's a little different though.
No, I'm just saying,
No, I mean the multi-level, because you don't have to recruit more people to be in the tax business in order to be in the tax business.
But so what they're doing is in the tax business now, like you get under people, and they get a percentage of what you make.
So that is like multi-level
right?
marketing.
So like you work under somebody and they take a percentage of it, right?
Okay.
And they
get you started.
They get you started. They give you the software. They do all this other stuff, right? And you see the people who do taxes make great money.
Yeah.
They bragging. They around here.
Yeah.
And what I realize is that like when you're going into that business, if you look homely, sorry about that. Like if you're not like looking like you worth the money that you think you finna get people or you finna make, ain't nobody coming to you.
Right.
You know, so not only do you have to have the ambition, you have to look the part.
Have to have the image.
Right. Okay. And if you don't have the looking the part, you can't, if you telling me that I can make $1 million on any Ponzi scheme or anything like that, and you riding in a putt Toyota that's beat up and your clothes look raggedy, I'm not buying nothing from you.
But that might be part of my strategy.
That's okay.
Because it'd be what they said, they have poor people trying to look rich, and then rich people be looking poor.
That's fine.
But if you want to attract poor people, you got to look rich.
Yes.
You can't look like one of them. And
no,
attract
you
them
cannot,
to be a part
because
of
they're trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
So, you come on.
Yeah, no, I hear that. All right, so call in and let us know, y'all. Have you ever, put it in the chat, have you ever invested in a program, a coach, or an opportunity that didn't live up to the promise? And if you did, what did you learn? You've been to the movies. Have you seen Michael?
No, I'm going tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm interested in
but I did go see
Michael
Meet
Jackson.
You in Tuscany.
Okay.
And it was amazing. I think it was
I don't know what that one's all about.
That's Will Packer's movie.
Okay.
She go to Italy, pretend like go see it. It's a nice romantic comedy.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're saying that this Michael Jackson movie is like kind of doing some things, right?
Yeah, they are. Like I see great numbers.
Yeah.
I'm
seeing the interviews everywhere, clips for people talking to different people who are in the movie. So yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Put it in the chat. Have you seen the new Michael Jackson movie, or do you plan on seeing it?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
And they said it stars Jafar Jackson, who is his real life nephew.
Okay.
It's backed by the Jackson estate, and so they said they actually have access to his real music catalog, so they didn't have to remake a lot of stuff. And it covers the Jackson 5 era, his rise to solo stardom, and then the peak years of Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous. And they had like some massive expectations. And so yeah. So here's the question that I had, right? Michael Jackson, he had like multiple generations, right? And I remember when Michael Jackson passed, that was what, like 2009, I want to say.
Yeah.
So Baby Girl was probably like 7. And shame on me, but that was the first time she saw the Thriller video. She was 7 years old.
Okay.
And I remember I was working at home in the home office, and I heard her in the living room. I heard Thriller on, but then I heard her just bust out laughing. And she was just so entertained by Thriller.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like she never saw that before.
Yeah.
But just again, that was our generation, our era, our age. And then to know like my daughter is having the same type of reaction and experience with Michael Jackson Thriller in 2009 that I had in like 1980 something, which is amazing to me. And it speaks to like the longevity of the career that Michael Jackson had.
So Woody say he loved the movie.
Okay.
Tiffany say, I saw the movie. It was great. Jafari played the heck out of that role.
Okay, good. Was you still able to tell that it was Jafari, or did he have you locked in like we talked about last time?
That's why you was like, you want to be locked in.
I want to be locked in, like Jamie when he played Ray, or Denzel when he played Malcolm X. Like there's no difference. Like he is Malcolm X. Like was Jafar Michael Jackson, or was it still like that ain't really Michael Jackson? Let us know what it says. And then also, let's do this. What would you say is your favorite Michael Jackson era? So you got the Jackson 5 era, which was the ABC I Want You Back. You got the Thriller era, which was Billie Jean, Beat It. And then you got the Bad era, which was Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal. And then the 90s, Remember the Time You Are Not Alone. Which one of these would you say was
I think it depends on when you were born.
Okay.
Right? Because you got Jackson 5 era.
Okay.
I wasn't born in Jackson 5 era, right? But I like the music.
I love that. I wasn't born in that era.
I just said I like the music.
Yeah.
But like for me, it would have to be the Thriller, because I remember getting the record.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think my auntie Lori bought me the record.
Which one?
Thriller.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, is Thriller the one with the white on, right? No, which one is with?
Yeah, I think that was the one when he was kind of like laid back.
Yeah. So you know.
Yeah. The album, the Thriller album. Yeah.
Right, but the thing is he had classic music that went through time, and you can always kind of pick something from every genre of him that you'll be like every phase of his life that you can rock with.
Yeah, and I think they tripping because they don't have Off the Wall in here. Like that Off the Wall era was in between, like that was before Thriller, right? And so before Thriller was like Off the Wall, live your life off the wall, off the wall. Like I like that era.
You like that era?
I like the era, and then of course the Billie Jean Thriller, like that was kind of that was like the
Dirty
big
Diana.
So that was that the bad era? I think
so
Dirty
you
Diana
gotta
might
go.
have been in bad.
So he just got classic
Man in the
music.
Mirror.
All of that. You got Free Willy. Like, you know what I mean?
Which era was that? Was that probably was like the 90s?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, like so you just got
Not Alone.
Yeah, you just got some really good music over there. And so like
okay, so Lashia, she says Off the Wall was the white. Which one was the sweater when he had the sweater in the like the red and the white?
Did he have the tiger on that? Like, did he have the cat on that thing? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's see this.
Say that they didn't go far enough for me, but it was a great movie. Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it though.
Because you know what? So I can't wait to go see.
Was it the which one? So you like the Thriller era? You going with Thriller era?
I guess. This is like the Would You Rather. You ain't even make me choose.
You ain't gonna make me choose. Michael Jackson. And I guess for different reasons, because Man in the Mirror, like I have a Man in the Mirror moment.
And you got like your different aspects of
Remember the time when that came out? Yeah. And that was like huge. That video,
him and Janet Jackson, like yeah,
that might have been 2000s.
Yeah, but you know, you just kind of look at that.
Oh, now there's a debate in the chat. They saying Thriller was the white. Okay, off the Wall wasn't the white. I'm not sure. I thought Thriller was the white too, but I'm not sure.
But I could be wrong.
All of them had albums like that in that season. Like Lionel Richie had an album with him in that pose. Teddy Pendergrass had an album with him in that pose. You know, just kind of laid back, sitting down.
It was the Thriller. So yeah, the Thriller.
You got it. So Thriller is the one in the white.
That's the one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the era though, man. That was the time.
So you had and that was like my first record that like I remember getting.
Okay. Was
the Thriller.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. All right, so let us know, y'all. Put it in the chat, and then if you've seen it, off the wall was the black suit with the brick on the wall in the back. That's right. So which one was him in the sweater? That might have been like a single or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that was the sweater he wore in the beginning. And it had to be.
And so for me to have that, even just think about it, I got it late.
Okay, because it was that was like 82.
So I got it late.
Okay.
I got it late.
Yeah. You got it. It wasn't brand new.
No, dang, I ain't even know. But thank you anyway.
Appreciate you. You got a throwback before throwback was a thing.
Now, let's talk about Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay.
I just wanted so Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson broke up, right?
Okay.
And
Meg Thee.
Yes, Thee Stallion.
Okay.
And so I'm showing on my timeline now. They're posting like all the people she dated throughout her career.
Okay.
And they are like slut shaming her.
Okay.
And I would and hold on before I go in. You go ahead, talk. I don't know what subject you was talking about.
Now you know what's so funny. Y'all talk about Michael Jackson and the scam artist. You remember? Well, Brother John might remember. Remember he had that song "Say Say Say."
Yeah.
And they was like the snake oil salesman with Paul McCartney, and Michael J. White played the strong guy. And Michael Jackson supposed to have been able to beat him, but they ripping off the whole town.
I do remember that.
That's where you over exaggerate themselves and saying you're gonna get all this, and you know they ain't, and you just taking their money.
Okay.
That's why American greed got scams, scoundrels, and suckers.
Right on.
So,
Appreciate that. Oh my God. So if you're just tuning in, y'all, it's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems, the Berg. And we talking about we were talking about Michael Jackson. What's your best or your favorite Michael Jackson era? Mm-hmm. We also talked about what's happening in Louisiana with their criminal justice shenanigans. So y'all can go back and catch that in the earlier part. And now we're talking about Megan or Meg Thee Stallion. And you saying her dating history is like a topic now?
It's a topic now. Like they're
slut shaming.
They're slut shaming. They're slut shaming. And I've seen it. And you know what that gets me? It's the black men.
Okay.
Who like I like that go in and attack black women.
Okay.
So she's in these relationships. Meg 31, right? And she dated somebody for a year here, maybe a couple of years here, then you dated somebody else. So if something's not working, are you telling them just to stay in it?
Okay.
Right? And then on top of that, what happens is most people date throughout their lifetime unless they find their partner.
Yeah.
The only difference between Meg and the rest of the society is that people just know her and they in her business, they can take pictures. They see it gets outed before she might want the world to know.
Okay. And so I think that's not uncommon, right? Because like I know they did that with J-Lo at one point. Like the women who have these different guys over time, like they kind of bring that up as a part of like who they've dated over the time. But
and then they try to
they don't do that with the guys.
No, they don't do that with the guys. Like and these guys, you'll see them date multiple. No, you shouldn't do it to nobody.
Yeah.
Like everybody's grown and like so if you're in a unhealthy situation, are you saying just stay because you don't want to be slut shamed? Like if you know somebody's cheating on you and then you leave.
And then you go to somebody else.
And then you
talk about how you
move.
You've been going and moving around.
Right. Then you go over there and then let's say now the next person you with is mentally abusive and you were like, yeah, or you go with somebody else and then you're dating them for a little while and it might not be anything serious, but now that you're going on casual dates, everybody, the paparazzi know.
I'm trying to figure this out, right? Because this could go several different ways. So it's a couple things that's coming up for me. The first one that came up is that women can't do what men do.
Okay.
Like as it relates to dating and having multiple partners and all of that stuff. That was the first part of it. And so when you talk about like how they don't do it to the men, there's just this accepted or maybe not accepted as more. I remember it used to be accepted back in, my early days where it was a clear double standard. Like women could not do what men did as it relates to having multiple interactions or engagements or, dating multiple people. Like women were not supposed to be dating multiple people. That was just kind of the rule.
Okay, I guess. I will tell you
this. At some point that's changed.
That has changed because I would okay. I'm very selective, right?
Yeah.
And I've never dated like multiple people. I went years and gaps, not just trying to figure it out and all this stuff. But I know people who been out here in this world.
Like, move on.
And you want me to tell you?
Move on and they ain't got no problem moving on.
They done found their partner.
Yeah.
And they're happy with it. And they dated 20, 50 million people prior to that.
I'm gonna tell you what make me laugh. They kissed a lot of frogs.
And then they found their prince.
Okay, gotcha.
And then like if you only and I'm thinking like I kissed 5 frogs.
Okay.
You kiss 20. Who's likely to find their prince?
That's
because I'm worried about what society gonna say. So, or now I'm
thinking about that prince though. That like you number 19.
I'm number 50. Listen, he's number 19 in my book, but I'm number 75 in his.
Okay, but that don't matter though, because he's a guy.
Whatever.
that's the rule. That's what's accepted. So yeah, it is clearly a double standard.
But that is definitely wrong for you to be to live your life and trying to find happiness. You know.
Oh, okay. So here's the question. And then she'll say, "You remember everything." But then the question is not slut shaming if you're not a slut, is it? So can you do slut shaming if you're not a slut?
People make you slut shame you, not you yourself. It's society.
And then that's when you stay out of the comment section. This Janet Michelle, she says, I hate that for her because she really seemed happy. Men often collect women like trophies.
Mm-hmm.
They are predators. They conquer and move on. Some men with money are worse. Allegedly, Clay was a thought.
Yep.
You have to learn to distinguish between a man ready to settle down and one that's a serial dater.
But this is what happened is people give people chances, right? Because they give you your interview and they tell you like, that's who I was before. So when do you know when you get the serial dater that grew up and now become a man? So you're willing to give somebody a chance. Like, and that's just like women. Like if you're out there, like I was doing this then, but now I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, so like as you grow up, you think people evolve and then now they're ready to be better individuals. So you give them a chance. So you never know if you're gonna be on one side or the other side. It's just what the outcome end up being.
Yeah. And
so like if him
always say that you made that real for me. So the whether you a fool or you was wise is based upon the outcome.
Right, because if you stick in there.
Yeah. And it work out in the end.
You believed you was amazing.
Yeah.
But then if it don't come out the way that you want, you was a fool, all that. So it's just the outcome that is the difference from it. And so like even Clay, like you could say that, like it looked like they had something solid, but then you look like Coco Jones probably thought the same thing.
Okay.
Because she dated her. And
I don't know that.
And apparently he was cheating in. And so and then so like
he say he was a thought.
Yeah.
he was out here doing it. So yeah, no, this is she said you're right. I feel you, Q. I need to get to kissing, right? Kissing some frogs, y'all. We talking about
like you out
if
here.
you kiss enough frogs, you'll find the prince.
And sometimes you get lucky and your first frog that you kiss is your one. I know people did that, but most of there's a lot of single Black women out here.
Because they're not kissing frogs.
And because they living in the whole stereotype that like you can't date multiple, and I'm not saying you sleep with multiple people.
That's
right?
what Sharonda said. She said, why? Just because you're dating doesn't mean you're sleeping with them.
Right, but they assume that if you're dating somebody that you have to sleep with, that you're sleeping with them. And
that's a safe assumption these days, ain't it?
But you could be 100% wrong, but I shouldn't have to. If you see me out on a date on Monday,
I listen to the music, so I'm just going by what I'm hearing them say on the song.
Yeah, but you know, half of these rappers that's talking about shoot them up, bang bang. No, they in the library
rapping about sleeping with these guys.
No, it's entertainment.
See, I grew up on Stephanie Mills and that kind of music where she was like, you know, you putting the rush on me, and I like to know you better. Like that was kind of.
And she probably was fast.
Like
you know what
I mean? She was camping. She wasn't really slowing it down, taking her time.
It was music. You see these personas that's out there, and then they live a totally different life behind closed doors. Like, come on, like. So
it's true. There's a difference between the character and the person.
And people buy into it. Yeah. But even if I'm dating multiple people, right? I should not have to say, hey, just because I'm dating, you see me out with Tom on Monday, you see me out with Joe on Wednesday. I'm not sleeping with any of them. That ain't none of your business.
I'm trying to think if I saw you with Tom and then seen you with Joe, how I'd be concerned. Like,
but if I'm single,
who is this? But
if I'm single, it's
man, listen, I thank God I figured it out. And King Reed, what you called in? He called in. What was that last week? And that reminder is constantly with me now that since you called in, I have to pull back and remind myself that me and my wife been together almost all my life. And so a lot of the stuff that I see going on and my ideas and my thoughts about how this stuff should work is might be out of step with what
it really
the current
is.
reality is.
So I done been somebody
so thank you for that.
That's somebody that like I was interested in, and we hung out a lot.
Yeah,
but we wasn't sleeping together.
Yeah,
but we did a lot of stuff together, and the outside world will say, "Oh no." Yeah. Oh no, they get because that's what in your mind.
The friend stage is that when you like you just friends, not friend zone, but you just like
no.
Friends.
I think we were definitely more than friends. That we just wasn't sexual.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, me and my wife did that.
You know, we were definitely more than friends, but people put this
friends,
label.
But yeah, like you said, it wasn't sexual. Like we were just kind of kicking it. She just was cool people, so I guess she kind of felt that I was all right too.
Right, and then you're
we
dating
did that for like a year,
and we're dating.
Yeah,
right, we're dating, and then it doesn't mean that like And you could probably see me, and I could.
I mean, I was trying, but she just wasn't having it.
Right. So, however the case may be.
Like, nah, you tripping.
But I'm just saying,
I was like Steve Urkel, and I eventually wore it down. She said, Stephanie Mills. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because I know that's your jam, sweetie. So Stephanie Mills, and a lot of them had a message in their music back in the day. That's my girl. You don't hear music like that today. I forgot. I don't see what Powders at least. Yeah, I hear that. Just vibing. Yeah, that's what it was. We was like vibing, and I stayed out of a lot of trouble just hanging out with her.
But
that was my thing. Like I'm finna just go chill with Sean, and that was my excuse to not go do something stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we wasn't sexual at that time. We just was like hanging out, just kicking it, and I just go kick it and hang out with her. Yeah. And the rest is history. But again, that was 17, 16, 17, 18, so 30 years ago. So I admit that I'm out of touch with a lot of the stuff that's going on and the way people show up in the world today, because I can't imagine being this age trying to go and get out here and
it's hard. I'll just tell you, it's just kind of, it's crazy out here. I mean, but people but the way that you handle yourself, society would tell you, and like I can say, my name clean out in these streets.
Yeah, good name is better than silver.
No. My name clean out the street. Like people
you wouldn't
really
be in the Freaknik documentary.
No.
Okay, that was the thing. They pulled that thing quick. Yeah, too. I guess there was a lot of people in there. That was almost like the doggone Epstein file. Yeah, they held on to that one. So yeah, it's a lot happening, man. But yeah, thank you for that. And then I did see that, like you said, with Megan Thee Stallion, they had a picture of her and Cardi B, I guess, because something was going on with them. Did we talk about we said we was gonna talk about it before the break, and we only got like 4 minutes left. This latest Trump shooter. Trump, I didn't see the whole story. I just saw the headline, and I saw a post. Shout out to Kiss, because she asked the question on her post, which was something that tickled me to death, really. Who's in charge of the shooters? Because they seem to
Trump is in charge of the shooters.
Okay.
I listen.
Not that we want anything.
No, but that's why ain't nothing bad happening, because he's in charge of the shooters. He's in charge of the shooters.
You think it's a hoax?
Yes.
That they wasn't really trying to get him?
Yes.
What happened? What y'all think? Tell us about your thoughts on this latest Trump incident, because I don't have all of the background, but they said reports are saying that there were shots fired near or connected to an event that was involving Trump. Authorities have detained the suspect, and the details are still developing. There's questions about his identity, really trying to figure out what his motive was, and it's an ongoing investigation. So I guess this stuff kind of be evolving. Like, you'll know something today, and then what you thought you knew today is not really.
And to be honest, like, I just seen somebody just put that you can't stop God. 3 attempts, 31 felonies, 2 indictments. So
what is that?
They're praising him.
Oh, because you just can't seem to get him, huh?
Yeah.
He's
everything,
Mr. Untouchable.
Everything you're doing for everything that's happening is, because he's protected by. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they're saying it's divine that he haven't got.
Yes.
So what is your first reaction when you hear news like this? Are you concerned? Are you skeptical, or what's like?
I'm skeptical. I was skeptical. I was skeptical from the first one.
Yeah. With the
I go to the gun range.
Okay.
I shoot guns.
Yeah.
Nothing about that made any sense to me.
Okay, and how that all? Yeah.
No, like none of that. Anybody who
he used to have like a wrestling investment, right? So you think that might have been some of that wrestling blood that he put on his ear to make it look like?
I think when he went down, because the way that bullet, boom, the heat from he would have been all scarred from that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that
they just nipped him.
Yeah, no.
Nipped him on the ear.
Yeah.
And then I think they might have convicted the guy who was on the golf course, right? That was trying to get him through the golf course.
And I bet you he's free.
somewhere free. You don't think that he really?
No. He wanted to leave here. They done gave him a new identity, some other stuff. I bet you gone.
He's somewhere hanging out with Epstein.
Yeah.
So listen,
yeah,
y'all,
him and Epstein, they on that island together.
It's 9 o'clock. It goes quick, man. Wow. So he trying to get that room built. That's a distraction from what's really going on. Yeah, I saw that too. They were saying now because they had to have it at a hotel. He's saying, see, that's why we need to get the ballroom built so we don't have to be in these people places and we'll have more security. So I think you're right, Nashia. He's probably in another country somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
All right, it's a great program, y'all. It's a lot of stuff happening. So y'all make sure that you stay tapped in, stay locked in. Make it a great week. It's Motivational Money Making Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday with What's on Your Mind Wednesday, and a whole lot more. Any final thought other than what we said?
You know what it is. If y'all listen, be the change you want to be. Write down those 5 things. Yep.
Up next.
Yeah. Sister Hugh.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
Yeah.
This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out, y'all. Make it a great week.
Bing, bing.